Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to kind of a somber video. Um, just got word of this actually thanks to Mr. Ryan. He's one of the lads that does a lot of the text RP for us, playing, of course, our LSPDF or LSPD chief. He helps us out with doing some of the county medical for Sandy. He does a lot of stuff for us, but he actually hit me up today while talking, and I've actually verified this. I'm not saying that I don't trust him. We'll grab Mr. Rigby Benson here as um, kind of one of those things. So, as y'all can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about SAF, which is not something I normally do, especially on my channel. Ever since I've kind of left that untouched, as it's kind of a gray period myself with SAF. It was not a great departure I had with the server, but I do feel like I need to talk about SAF and kind of express my gratitude towards that server and all of that. So, as of course it is shutting down, which again is somber for me. It's not a great feeling that your first server that you've ever were a part of is no longer going to be around. So, yeah, we're gonna talk here. We're gonna pull out the OG Lady Red for the moment as we talk. Of course, Frankie Vincent is a little bit older now, not your brown haired Frankie Vincent, as a lot of you guys will know. But yeah, so I'm gonna read off one Ocean 10's community post that he put out on his YouTube, and we'll just start it here, and then I'll go over my experience within SAF and talk about, the roleplay that I was able to get into when I was in SAF. As a lot of you guys know, I started my 5M career over there. So this is verbatim of what he said on his community post. So I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or anything. So this was as of 4 hours ago of when I grabbed the picture. It's been a few hours now. So, and I quote, SAF, or San Andreas' finest, is officially shutting down after a month of crumbling. It's over. It didn't have to be. There's no point in me listing all of my opinions or ideas for how this could have been avoided. But even now, there are those wanting to take over and try to fix it. Not me. Not me. Don't worry. But it seems the community is being taken to the grave, or to its grave. Nothing turned over to anyone else, simply escorted into oblivion. A community and all its assets probably heading to oblivion. For those of you still there, those of you still holding on to hope and asking to keep trying, my advice is don't. I can't tell you how much happier I am now that I'm free to be away from there. My life has improved so much without the stress and drama. I've spoken to others, people you hold in high regard, who have also left, and they are flourishing. I hope that you'll feel that too when SAF is gone and you've moved forward. I'd like to think most of you will feel better, happier. That's what I wish for you, all of you. This chapter is over. It was a good run while it was good, but It's time to go out there and find a healthier environment. You can do it. You deserve it. 5M is a slow poison you don't feel creeping into your veins until it's too late. It's a drug you don't even realize is addicting until you've left or you leave it behind. It's not what it used to be years ago, in my opinion. For me, 5M is only a good platform with a close group of friends like RSB or Rockwood or Rock Salt Brothers, I believe is what that community is called. And hey, it's just my opinion. It's time to find a new home. I hope this is the last time I talk about SAF. Expect for the fun memories. That's what I'll be focusing on. Stay tuned now. We got other games to play. Goodbye, SAF. I will always remain proud of us. Or remain proud of us funding you and all the good it did. In fact, do for so many over the years. So, yeah, that I suck at reading. I apologize. But yeah, that's his community post that he put on YouTube. And I know SAF is going to be a sore subject. I know it is for me. Just simply because as I was over there as well before PGN and many other communities. But yeah, no, it's sad. Like, I have always wished nothing but the best for SAF after I left. I really was expecting it to stay around, and I was hoping when we first started DCRP that we would go on and rival for what I really thought was the top spot for 5M communities, as when I joined SAF, the community was just outright amazing. They were so overwhelmingly welcome to myself, who had never been in any community before, and now here I am owning my own community with, of course, Hannah. But it never was the same. I made lifelong friends through SAF. I made very, very awesome characters that I still rock even today, just a little bit older, like Mr. Rigby Benson, and even a lot of you guys will know him as Sean Wolf. Two people that I play not as frequently after my departure from SAF and other communities, but they're still around because they are my roots back to SAF, and I never wanted to let them go. Rigby, of course, being one of those that even now I still have a hard time getting him out of a FD uniform, as it's all where it started. I want to take a moment to express a very great gratitude towards Ocean. He is the reason why I'm here, why I'm still doing 5M. It's the reason why I chose to read his post about SAF shutting down when it came to wanting credibility of if the server was actually shutting down or not. I know I could have gone through Instagram or whatever to find other posts about it, but I wanted to hear it from the man that gave my YouTube channel a breath of life. I wanted to hear it from him. It saddens me. I learned, a lot of you guys do not know this, but I've learned a lot of stuff. I was trained by Ocean. I was a mentor to him and his fire department. Rigby and I were grown. We were planted in that fire department, and we grew within that department. There was a lot of fun that I was that I had. Back then, I'd made countless of videos, countless of live streams. I mean, shoot, I even one day was able to get on a ride on Ambo with Lennon or One Ocean 10. I cannot express enough gratitude towards the ocean. I cannot thank that man enough for what he has given me. The only thing I can do is say sorry to Ocean, to Yaka 221, all of those members that I was around back then. Because who they got was a very immature, very new person to 5M. I wish that I were to be able to show them who I've become when it comes to roleplay as a actual roleplay or a role player. I've become better. It is sadly something I'm not going to be able to do now that SAF is shut down and One Ocean 10 has gone on to explore other venues of roleplay. I regret full-heartedly leaving SAF the way that I did. I had gone back once with a good heart and soul to try to try to repair burnt bridges with honestly no avail. I feel like me going back actually did more damage than good, and it was the complete and utter opposite of what I wanted when it came to going back to SAF. Again, I must stress that this channel would be nowhere where it is. I would not be anywhere where I am if it were not for SAF. SAF was the best choice that I'd made when it came to roleplay servers. Because for my first server, I could have gone anywhere. I could have gone to a small community to grow with them. I could have gone just anywhere. But I took a chance with the San Andreas' finest. And I will say, when I was there, they did 1000% live up to the name of San Andreas, or San Andreas' finest. Like I said, I have many fond memories. I have people that I still talk to today from SAF, lifelong friends, and I left it all behind. I left many great stories that I had. I know a lot of you guys will know Rigby from the Marriage at the Fire station, where Matthews and Rigby Benson got engaged. Then, of course, we had Ripley kind of hang out with us for a bit. And yeah, I left those storylines behind, and I regret that so much every day. I know that I've had really awesome videos come out within Torp, within DCRP, but I'll be honest, nothing has been the same. The quality, the people that I was around, it's just, it hasn't been the same as SAF. I'm not saying that DCRP is a bad community. It's small. I mean, there's so much for us to learn, especially as devs, as owners, and there's only 3 of us active. It's hard to tell you if DCRP holds any flame to SAF, and that's just simply because SAF servers were full every day. Sometimes even both of them. I'm gonna go kind of back here to what Ocean was saying. Um, and I want to quote this: "5M is a slow poison you don't feel creeping into your veins until it's too late." I personally could not have worded that any better because it is. It's very addicting. When I stepped away from doing 5M stuff, I didn't feel right. I felt like I left something, a part of me behind. I didn't know what it was until I got back into 5M and I realized that was what I missed when I rebranded everything. I just, it sucks because I know there are so many great people still in SAF. I don't know 99% of them, but I know they're all genuinely good people, just in a really bad circumstance when it comes to the server. Because when I left first from SAF was doing amazing. It was doing really well. It was the community that I am glad that I get to remember being the way that it was, not what it sounds like it's devolved into. And it's sad to know that there are people that are just joining SAF that have joined it when it was in a really rocky state and are now thinking, is this how every community is going to be? Because I can tell you, no, it's not like that everywhere. I wish that those people were able to get the experience that I did under Glennon, under Campbell, or also known as Ocean and Yaka 221. Those are memories and trainings that I will never, ever forget, and I will forever cherish because it is what gave me life, which gave my characters life when it comes to 5M. Actually, trying to keep myself composed, it's actually proving difficult. So if you've noticed, I'm hanging onto sentences. It's not because I'm doing it for suspense. I'm actually tearing up because, yeah, that was my first home. And it was a server that I honestly expected to stay around for longer than I did. And I'm kind of glad that I did leave when I did. I've done so much on this channel since then, but again, it doesn't hold a grain of salt to SAF. Basically, at the end of the day, all I can ask for you guys, do not be mad that SAF is closing. You can be upset, but do not take it out on those people that work over on that community. It is a very rough decision to close a community that you've worked for so long on. I know this now firsthand when it comes to Dreamcatcher's roleplay. It is one of the things that I have been not wanting to do, so we haven't shut our doors down. It's because it's hard. This becomes a child to you, your creation. And so for Saf, who's been around a ton longer than my own community, I could not underestimate how much grief they are going through. And so, all I ask, if you have people within SAF or you know people or you are in SAF, just know it does get better. You'll find a new home. Just know it won't be the same. So, with all that being said, and what I can say, and the final thing I will for this video, goodbye. Goodbye, San Andreas' finest, or also known as Saf. Thank you for giving me the spark, the creation, and life that I have held on with ever since I left your doors. I am sad to see that they are being shut for good. I really am. To those members that I were with that will potentially end up seeing this, just know I loved you then, and I love you guys now. Yeah. With that being said, farewell to one of the greatest servers known to 5M, San Andreas.